In today's video, we take a look at a warning shot fired from a Japanese game developer for PlayStation and Xbox. And there's a whole lot more gaming news, so let's get into it. Here we go, back at it yet again with another video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong, and if you guys love video games like I do, make sure you smack that like button real good. But just before we do get to our first bit of gaming news, I wanted to let you guys know that I was sent this. It's the Aten Phantom S. I'll be showing it off and how it works and everything later in the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that because this device is great for console gamers. But for now, we've got some gaming news to get to, so let's get right into it. And it's that both PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Scarlett need to learn from Switch, says a Japanese indie boss. The president of Inti Creates, Takuya Eizu, said that Sony and Microsoft must learn from Nintendo Switch's positioning as a unique hardware offering with their next generation consoles. He also argued that the success of these new consoles, which are both set to arrive in 2020, will depend heavily on their exclusive titles. I think it might be pretty tough for the new consoles because at this point in time, exclusivity is dying. There are a lot of games coming out on multiple platforms, and even if they don't at first, they get ported to the other platforms later on. He also went on to say quite a lot more regarding this matter. You can see this on screen right here, and he has a pretty good argument. It does worry me a little bit that they are sort of now just relying on that exclusivity bit that they do have just for a moment in time, and then it seems to go away, and then you really look at it, they honestly only have a few exclusives each that are complete big blockbusters that are going to sell hardware, which is the consoles, and it's going to obviously move the software, which are those games. So I don't know how confident I am in the next generation, but at the same time, I think they'll do okay. And what I mean by that is I think they'll do okay at worst. Everything else is probably going to do well. After all, it is Xbox and it is PlayStation. But all in all, I've got to respect this guy. He's one of the biggest indie game developers out there, especially in Japan. So yeah, I've got to respect his opinion. That's his opinion though, so that's that. But anyway, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Do you think that PlayStation and Xbox need to also deliver something interesting in hardware along with the software, with the exclusive titles? They need to bring out awesome games that you can only play on there, but also in a different sort of way, kind of like what the Switch did with the Switch. I mean, what the Nintendo brand did with the Switch. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below regarding that. But now moving on to this, and it's the Aten Phantom S. It is a gamepad to keyboard emulator, and it's perfect for gamers on PlayStation and Xbox. So I'm going to show you guys how it works, and if you want to pick one up for yourself, check out the link in the description down below. The Aten Phantom S is compatible with the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. The device is perfect especially for gamers on console who play a lot of FPS games and would rather use a keyboard and mouse than a controller, and I see it as a great transition for those gamers who are trying to sharpen their skills going from controller to mouse and keyboard. So basically, all you have to do is plug your keyboard, mouse, and gamepad into the Phantom S, and then it emulates your controller into the mouse and keyboard. It's really awesome, but let me actually show you guys how this works. Alrighty, so here is everything set up. I've got my Xbox turned on, the Xbox is back there. I've got the Aten Phantom S right here, and then I've got my Xbox controller, and then I've got my mouse, and let's bring this right over here, which is the keyboard. So I'm gonna put this right here. As you can tell, my mouse and keyboard aren't on because I actually haven't set it all up. I haven't plugged anything in just yet. All I've done is that I've plugged in my these power cables right here, essentially. So these make this system work. So basically, I've got to put one in the power, and as soon as I do that, there it is. It turns on. You can see that blue light. Now, I'll do this, and this is for the game. So there's that. So that's simple. That's going directly into my Xbox. It's really simple. Then, on top of that, here is my gamepad, my controller. This right here, the USB for that. I will put where it says gamepad. I'm not 100% sure if you guys can read that, but there it is. It goes in, and there we go. The controller can turn on now. I'm not going to turn it on just yet. What I am going to do is plug in my keyboard. So my keyboard goes right here. Bam, there we go. It's in, and you probably think I'm faking this because I'm actually managing to get the USBs in first go. So this is the mouse, and there we go. So now the mouse is on. You can see the keyboard lights up. Everything is sweet. I'm going to turn on the controller, and I'm gonna load up a game for you guys. So now that we're all set up, I've got it plugged into my computer to bring the Aten software up. What's really awesome is that you can use this software to have custom button mapping and even set up profiles for different games so you don't have to change it all the time. And honestly, this does save a whole lot of time. And this is especially handy if you're changing consoles with the device. Anyway, let me show you guys what it's actually like to play games with the Phantom S. So here we are with the actual setup. As you can see, I've got Red Dead Redemption up here. Now the reason I chose Red Dead Redemption instead of like a first-person shooter game, which is probably what you really want to use this for, but the reason I got Red Dead is the fact that it's not actually on PC, and I thought, why not have a keyboard and mouse setup for a game like this? So look at this, just watch. Look at that, it works. If I press W, he moves forwards. How awesome is that? So it actually works, everything is good. I can even aim just as I normally would, bang, bang. It's awesome. I love this. Now let me show you guys around. So I've got my keyboard here, got my mouse, got the Phantom S over there, just right here. And I've got my controller just here. So let me actually just move this out of here. I'll put the controller there so you guys can see that I'm not using it. Now I will do this. See, you can still move it. I am moving. Look, see in the game, I'm moving and stuff. And in Red Dead, you press A, you tap A or hold it to kind of go quicker. But here you're going to use the space bar. And as you can see, he does a jump there, he does a jump. And then the cool thing is, I'm actually not sure of all the keybinds just yet. I've just started to learn this game with the mouse and keyboard. It's very, very different because, well, obviously it's only been on the consoles and not on PC. But here I press E, it looks behind me. Over here I press the Q key, and then I can choose what I want from my weapons. So there I can choose this right here. And it's really awesome. And here, someone's just wanting to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to them because I want to just shoot guns and stuff like bang, bang, and all this. So I don't actually have sound right now. I didn't set it up for this video, but you can see it's really, really awesome. Everything works as it would. Here we go. So there we are. So that's first person. You can go like that, and then it's reloading the gun. How freaking awesome is that? So that is Red Dead Redemption 2 in first person with the Phantom S, the Aten Phantom S. So yeah, it's really awesome right there. And I love the fact that you can do this. So yeah, that's the Aten Phantom S. If you want to pick one up for yourself, make sure you check out the link in the description. It's an awesome device for those gamers wanting to use a mouse and keyboard on console. A big thanks to Aten for sponsoring this video and sending me a Phantom S to show you guys. And yeah, now let's get back into the regular scheduled programming of gaming news. So Xbox hardware revenue has declined by 48% year on year. Microsoft's gaming revenue drops also by 10%, and Xbox Live is actually up 14%. So these are some figures that have recently come out, and it's actually quite interesting to take a deep dive into this. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this. We're just going to look at what we can see right here. Basically, gaming revenue as a whole in the quarter was a $2 billion, just over $2 billion. And the thing is, it actually declined 10% year on year. Now, to just take a look at Xbox, the Xbox hardware revenue has declined 48%, primarily due to the decrease in volumes of consoles sold. Now, the reason this isn't actually just huge, shocking news, and I didn't make a massive deal about it, is because sure, things aren't looking too good, but it's the fact that we're at the end of a life cycle of a console generation, this time being the Xbox One. So many people aren't going to start just buying Xbox One consoles or even Xbox One X's, which are even better than the Xbox One. But the thing is, people aren't going out there every single day like they were a few years ago, getting Xbox consoles to keep playing the newest games, because next year, that console won't be the one with the newest games. Sure, it'll have some of them, but the new big games, the new generation, the next generation, that's going to be the next Xbox console, which is just over a year from now. So people have stopped buying them, and this all actually makes sense and isn't too scary. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. Do you think that it's because of this reason? I honestly think it is. It kind of makes sense, but if you have any other reasons as to why you think Xbox's revenue was declining so much, let me know in the comments down below. But now we move on to our next piece of gaming news is about the Nintendo Switch. So if you're actually thinking of buying a Nintendo Switch, and I'm not talking about the Nintendo Switch Mini, that brand new little thing that's only a little bit cheaper, makes you go, wait, I might as well just buy the actual thing. Well, the thing is, I'm talking about the actual Nintendo Switch here because, well, it's getting a new battery. Yes, the new model is having a longer battery life thanks to, well, the new battery. Now, just to clarify, the actual branding of the Nintendo Switch itself is going to look exactly the same on store shelves everywhere pretty much that you go. You won't really notice that it's got a new, longer battery life or anything along those lines. It's just the actual hardware model itself, so you guys will have to look out for that specific one if you are looking to buy yourself a Nintendo Switch, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are, because it's actually a pretty decent console now. At first it was kind of but then just started to get really good games and it just became more fun. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, that does it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you smack the like button real good. Also click that subscribe button with the notification bells on, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.